The boys are back. The boys are back. Damn, damn, damn.
Good job, my brother. We rockin' with you.
And we are rocking with y'all.
Shitty one, dog. Some little shit that's A to Z.
This nigga just rapped the fucking alphabet.
I love a good rap song where a nigga give me an A to Z or something, man, but that's Baby Trying, A to Z.
Right.
I mean,
that's your man, dog.
he definitely became my man overnight. I didn't know I was a Baby Trying fan. I heard one track he was on with, I guess, like, I want to say 21 or something. I don't know who it was. Or it was, oh, matter of fact, it was with Miles Bridges. I heard him on the track with
on
Miles.
that same beat? On that same beat. On the same beat, right?
And I said, oh, shit, who the fuck is Baby Trying? Then I was on the gram. And I seen some an Asian boy go with A to Z.
Right.
I said, okay, Baby Trying is it.
Baby fucking Trying, dog. Detroit, we need a new beat out of that motherfucker, dog. That's all I know.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I ain't mad. I see y'all trying to get y'all shit off. You know what I mean? It's picking up steam. The Detroit flow, the nonstop.
Flow is more than steam. It's D
flow. It's D flow.
Man.
But you know what? That fucking beat, man. We need a new one. We need a new one, and we need a new one fast. Y'all need some fucking producers out there.
Let's tap in, man. What's up, man?
You already know. Uptown Tone here. PPP JAWN. OG East to my right. Press Coast is not to my left. We are diligently waiting on his arrival. But 5K in front of me. What up, 5?
What up, 5? You know what I mean? We in the Press Coast studios. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Pushing P for us. You know what I mean? Pushing through, making it happen, making it do what it do.
Yeah.
Oh,
what you
shit.
What?
I gotta see if it's there. Go ahead, keep going.
All right, man. So we here, man. Mental health check. I'm doing good. Basketball, youth basketball is tearing my ass apart, though. I know that, dog. Fucking it's so much traveling, man. It's so much in and out of gyms. It's so much, yo. Like it's so much. Like it's definitely. I definitely see what my pop and you know my coaches and everything was going. I see why my coaching was so much yelling involved. We probably wasn't respecting all of the work that was getting put in, man. But
right.
I respect the fuck out of it now, dog.
Right.
Like, I mean, Press itself was just out in DC at a tournament with some of the young bulls, man. But youth basketball is, and it just started. Like I just got the AAU schedule. Like I just got it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I just got the schedule.
Right.
I'll be playing in two spring leagues and AAU like simultaneously, dog. Like it's something to do every day.
Yeah, heavy basketball, man. This is super heavy basketball diet these days for the youngins, man. It post the regular season,
right?
Like, that's where the regular season, like you said, that's like that's not even the trenches anymore, really.
They didn't even play 20. They didn't even play 30 games this year. There was 22 regular season games. I feel like they played 3. They might have played 25. 3 playoff games. I think they had a play in. The first, no, they played a little bit. Maybe like it still was under 30 though. It still was under 30. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I feel like they play way more games and get it in way more in the off season than the regular season. Even, you know what I'm saying, than they do even during the regular season.
Yeah,
like that shit crazy, man. But shout out to King K, shout out to the Kofa boys, to the Kofa gang, man. They doing their thing, man. They really putting that work in, man. But that's pretty much all my life been consisted of. Is a heavy dose of basketball, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a light mental. I mean, you know, I'm here, so you know, my mental's got to be tough enough to push through to be here. So I just had this.
Stack, what up? Bino, what up?
I had this clip for you.
What up to the whole gang, the whole crew? Cool. Yo, if anybody out there is having a tough week, toughen up, bitch ass nigga. Look yourself in the mirror.
That's I've been trying to get that clip. I ain't get to chop it down enough, and that's why I snapped earlier.
Right.
But it was, if you having a tough week, you know what I mean? Tough it up.
Right.
I've been trying to catch them joints. I still ain't catch that other joke where he said he ain't no regular people was potting. That was crazy, dog.
Right.
That was a crazy troll, dog.
That was a crazy troll, dog. I mean, this is why
that was an on-time joint. I'm surprised the blogs they picked that up. I guess everybody knew this nigga's capping. There's no way.
Dog, this is why I keep my head down and just try to, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Stay focused on the PPP, John. Listen, like, follow, subscribe, shop with us at theppjohn.shop.
The PPPJAWN.shop. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, so you ready, man?
Yeah, man.
Where we want to start, man?
We starting with the most important, man.
Yo.
We getting to the money.
Dog.
We getting to the money. Something we been knew, but it's getting.
It's been confirmed. It's been confirmed. Like I've been saying,
been substantiated heavily.
Right. Real estate agent to the stars, Greg Parker, as seen on TV, as seen on. I think it was one of them Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm sure
because it was with Chrissy.
He had a situation with Chrissy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't burn. Like you know what I mean.
Right.
I mean, I'm not sure, but
But they said this boy Greg Parker, dog, is out here swindling people. Like you said, like we kind of had an idea of this. I kind of know some people who have not only worked with him or tried to sort out his expertise, but they like kind of been in the room, had conversations with him, and like, something ain't really right, man. So I'm gonna move around in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? I think I first seen him when I first came back from Cali. And I was actually when I was fucking with Petty Wednesday when we were doing that podcast, and we had a conversation at her mom dining room table because she be into the real estate shit, and she was just in the real estate shit, and I think she was showing me a video with him or something like that, and she was like, "What you think about? You ever seen this boy?" I was like, "Nah, I ain't never seen him." But she was like, "What you think about this?" Because I'm thinking about, you know what I mean, like reaching out, seeing if he can give me some help.
Right.
And when I was looking, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. People who have to give you the business plan from the PJ, dog, like it's like. This is not even a house. Like, you know what I mean? This is not even, you already distracting me. Like, you out your mouth, you talking about houses, but you sitting on a private jet knowing goddamn well, I want to know
how can you get to the PJ level?
Exactly, man. And it just be little shit like that always just rub me wrong about him. Also, man, he talk a little bit too fast for me, man. Like, he talk way too fast for me. Just how he talks, man. It sounds kind of like.
I'm gonna break it down. What you want to do is you want to wake up every morning at 1:47 a.m. You don't even want to eat breakfast. Don't even drink water. Create an LLC as soon as you wake up. Then what you do with that LLC is you go and apply for a business loan, get $100 million within 15 hours. Then you take that $100 million, $50,000, $1 million, then you go buy NBC. Now you own NBC. So when you own NBC, you want to take the money you make from NBC and make a trust fund. Then you want to stop having damn fun.
And then you want to build a trust fund, and then you want to stop having damn fun.
Damn.
But nah, all jokes aside, that's what it sounded. That's how I was interpreting, his
spill,
his get rich quick scheme. Like it was just if you can explain it to somebody like in the video, and I know all the self-help and all the Instagram entrepreneurs are gonna come from my head on this, but some shit is just too simple. It's too A to B, and y'all willing to give the information up in an Instagram video. Come here, come do this, do that. Like y'all not even into proving yourselves, or don't even think y'all gotta prove yourselves to people before y'all start asking for money. And the conversation that we had off of air is just because you got money, black people, y'all gotta stop giving it to people because the shit that they say sound good. Like you gotta start getting POC. Another thing I know that is not savvy amongst our people, but proof of concept. A motherfucker gotta prove that he can do some shit to you. You know what I'm saying? A portfolio, other people. You know what I mean? Like rave reviews from other people. He did XYZ for me and blase blip. And I don't know, man. Like I don't know. It's crazy. But what I do know is that it's millions and millions and millions of dollars on the table. There are hundreds, I would say, of people complaining of the business dealing that they had with Greg Parker. He just came, he took my money, I didn't get any return on my investment. I'm calling him. He pays out little increments. He's saying that this whole process was supposed to take 90 days. Some people are like 3-4 years into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. He had this situation going on out in Cleveland where I guess it was shell houses or some kind of thing.
He was selling houses that was on the list to be demolished. Like
this nigga's selling dreams, dog. Like he's selling dreams, and he talks very, very fast, man. It's always something about a fast talker to me, and it's always something about people who, like I said, like advertising from the PJ to me is so predatory. It's so predatory. Like when a basketball player is telling you that he can teach you how to play basketball, it should damn well be from a gym. He should be telling you that shit from a gym.
Right.
If a chef is telling you that he's gonna tell you how to be a major chef, he should be telling you that shit from a fucking kitchen.
Not from
not from a private jet. You know what I'm saying? Like you throwing a certain kind of bait out there
Right.
to pull back a certain kind of game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's something about that I don't like when anybody does.
See, the thing is, just a thin line situation with between hustling and scamming,
yes,
and finessing and stealing. Like, you know what I mean? Like the jug, it's like what he's doing is, you know what I mean? Because if it was super illegal what he was doing, he'd be in jail. I don't know, but some of the stuff it do sound. I mean, I don't know. It's just sound like super bad business. It's not illegal business though. Like
it's nasty business.
It's nasty business, but it's not.
It's predatory business.
It's predatory business.
Predatory
for sure.
business for sure.
But it's like if I tell you I sell a service for XYZ and you're willing to pay for said service without a contract or anything, like whatever the service is, or if I'm telling you I'm serving you a service and a product, without a contract, what are we gonna do in court?
Yeah, like I was telling you off air, in our community, money has to stop equating to brains. Like those two things are not mutually exclusive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like just because you have money does not mean that you are smart.
Right.
You could have fucking robbed somebody for it. You could have had an inheritance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anything. You could have imagine you could have come into that money in any kind of way. There's a million ways. That's another thing that's wrong with our.
It's just like you were saying, our black community is so we think it's so uncommon.
Yeah.
For somebody to have a lump sum of bread.
Right.
We don't think like, you know what I mean, a lump sum of bread that's not the bread that they, you know what I mean, living and die. But sometimes it is that too. But either or though.
Yeah, but money be erasing everything. It's like you automatically, all of a sudden, like now you don't check people. You don't need to check this guy for trust or anything like that. Like you do that to
the trust was in the PJ on the gram,
and that's
I believe.
Yep.
I believed in that. He already made me believe with the fast talk and with what his background.
Right.
His proof of concept is his gram.
Right. Shout out to my guy Lou. I don't even know if Lou listened to the podcast, but he says this shit all the time. Y'all niggas is some legendary suckers. Stop calling him big bro because you think he got more money than you. This is that. Just because a nigga got money or is assumed to have money don't mean he got the answers. It don't mean he got the knowledge. It don't mean that he got anything that is beneficial for or to you. And from this situation, it seems like this is a one-sided. The benefits are benefiting one person.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole thing, and it's like I said, it's hundreds of people, and they all seem to have the same story.
Yeah, but even just the whole business, his wife or lady partner, whatever, she got a brokerage basically. So it was like we could get you financing right here for we can run your financing in, you know what I mean?
He just posed as too many. It was too much conflict of interest in his business dealings. From what it sounds like, he's the real estate agent, he's the bank, he's the damn. He's your mentor. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's you and him are the only two people that like. It should be way more people. Like you should be dealing with a real estate agency. It should be a different person doing this. It's you, and then he changes. Like he bends down under the hat. Just. It's like, man, I'm glad. Greg, I need to,
shop.
Yeah, he like
you got 40K.
Right.
I'm gonna figure out the ways that we can pass that shit off to Greg Parker LLC. Hell,
it's like, damn, Greg, you got this house for me. I wish we had a real estate agent. And then Greg is like, you're in luck. Then he dips under the desk and comes back and put his real estate hat on.
Right.
And it's like, damn, real estate agent, damn, we gotta let a banker know about this. Ha! What do you know? Like he goes right back under and comes back up, and it's like, I'm a banker too. Like, you know what I mean?
You don't have all of it. You want to finance it? I can finance the play too. I got you. I got financing over here.
So it's nasty, man, and it's just been playing.
And that's
out
not
all week.
nasty. It's just nasty how he's doing the actual
That
business.
is nasty, man. We gotta stop saying it's nasty. It's
not
nasty.
if I'm doing actual business though. I can do that business. We could do that type of business.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I'm focusing on Greg. Greg's fucking nasty, dog.
Right, but we could do that type of business. Like that's legit business. Like if you doing it, like it's just That's where he blurs the line.
Exactly.
It goes from,
muddies the fuck out of the water,
Right.
dog. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know which when it come time for the payout, you don't know which Greg the money's supposed to be coming from. You don't know who you talking with, the real estate agent, the
Right.
banker, your mentor. You know what I'm saying? And they say he little bro you and little sis you a lot too, man. Like it's a like you said, he starts it with a mentor program, so it's a lot of a sense of family that he's putting on these people. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
sure. Like if you got $2,500 and you could come hang out with me for a week in Philly, let me know. Like if you want to, you know what I mean? If you want to get down, like the initiation fee, we can
Right.
start at $2,500 and you got to book a telly, whatever you got to do, and chill with me for a week.
2,500 and dinner with Greg. Like, you feel me?
Right, like so we could start there. I could show you the ins and out of everything. You
Right.
got that type of time when you have that type of free time. You that dedicated to it. Now I'm talking to you. I want to know how much money you got $2,500 and time to do this. How much money you got to actually invest?
Right. Then this bull, the bull Tony the closer, was having he was the one that was pretty much lending his platform to the issue. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I guess he was the one that had the person who had a gang of followers who we were all probably tapping in with this week, trying to get the fucking the 411 and see what was going on with this shit. But
Yeah, he engaged it. He said he was going to drain the juice of the clout of that situation for the people, like you know what I mean, for himself too, obviously, to build his platform.
no, he was real about that though. He was real about that from the
He
beginning.
didn't hide anything
At
about
all.
it. You can't be mad at him, like, but I mean, he definitely brought light because he said he don't do that type of business,
Right.
and he said y'all was absolutely doing bad business,
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like y'all need to really sit down and learn something.
Yeah, I think that, and the shit that got it all started. I don't even know what the young man's name is, but I've been on his page the most. The young boy that's actually from Philly, but I think
But he lived in Miami. I can't think of his name either.
no, he don't. He was forced to go to Miami, dog.
Okay.
You didn't know?
No.
So that's why he was in the house that the big business moved in and shit. He moved out of that joint. I guess the boy they had a little falling out or some shit like that. But
Right.
he left the crib and left the
Right, so he let the water run
running in the tub and all of that shit. But during that whole exchange, that's what he told big business though. When he was like, "What are you talking about, dog?" He said, "You moved in here such and such." He said, "Man, I'm not in there, man. That's why I'm in Miami now." Like he was like that was part of his explanation. But yeah, man, Greg Parker, you're nasty, nigga. You was a nasty nigga, man. Moving right along, man. Jonathan Majors, we thought our guy was out of the woods, man, but
yeah, then the tea leaves started playing themselves out. His PR team, they removed themselves, distanced themselves from him, and now the cops said they had way more alligator. Like they didn't give us a concrete number or anything. They just trying to tiger it, make it nasty. Like they.
who did this bull piss off, dog? This is like kind of abrupt.
It is abrupt, but I mean, it clearly. I mean, it must have been. I don't know. It's a wild situation. It's a sad fall from grace where he just got to the grace.
He just got to the grace, dog.
He just said grace, and they fall.
Right, y'all wasn't even feeling him in Love Country like this,
Right,
dog. Like he been around. Like Love Country, I thought was such a great
Lovecraft
show,
Country,
and the
right.
Jonathan Majors effect was not rolling. You know what I'm saying?
He was bodying everything he was in from Lovecraft Country on. Like he
Right.
was, you know what I mean? He was, I don't know. Like it's more to clearly play out from that situation, but it's a tough one, man.
What is to be made of shit like this, dog? Like is like I don't.
It's just we gotta hear both sides at some point. But if he never give you another side, then we gotta take it for what it is. Like
This it just be weird to me, and I'm not taking up for him in any way, shape, or form because I'm just not. But it's just I always think like what. Yeah, I'm not. Fuck that nigga. Like I got problems of my own. Like,
right, yeah, definitely that. But yeah, but I mean, it just seemed like
it's
it seemed
always
like they
weird,
railroad.
like,
It
yeah.
feels like they're railroading
does.
him at this point. Now it went from
like
he caught a situation
Yeah.
to. They just railroaded
it feels-
him on out of here.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
he got that shorty to walk it back somehow.
it
Well,
does.
guess who else Guess who else he put hands on?
It does feel like he plucked that chance card. They'll go to the nearest railroad. This is the $200.
Speaking of hands, I don't know how recent that footage was. I think I saw a video of Nate Diaz outside a bar. Did you see that? He choked that nigga out quick.
Is this the Logan Paul bull?
He looking like bull. Yeah, like, he choked that man.
I definitely
out
seen.
quickly,
Yeah, he did.
dog.
He did. Yo, he did. Some niggas you not trying to see on a drunken night, dog. And niggas, and you that's when you at your worst. People think they can fight off the lick. That's when you are actually at your worst fighting shape off the lick, dog.
For sure.
Them punches is not coming out as quick as you think they are, dog. You in molasses. Niggas be in molasses, ready to fight everybody and everything moving, dog. Like,
Nasty joke, bad joke, man.
and they most least optimal fucking fighting shape.
Oh, we gotta. Oh my gosh, man.
I don't like that.
Jello Ball, man.
Jello Ball, dog.
LiAngelo Ball. I saw a LeVar Ball clip where
I was about to say, shout out. He's the dad of the century, dog.
he is the realest dad.
Ever.
Like, he said, "You're not gonna find a good woman."
But he broke it down why. He broke it down why.
Right.
He broke it down exactly why.
Broke it down exactly
why. One, y'all got money. Two, like when you in this stature, I mean, the women who are the closest to you, who are the realest, are ones that you've been around, either from school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My kids ain't go to school.
Right.
These
Right.
niggas didn't even. They was cool on school at the high school.
Right.
What you call Alonzo went for 1 year, but
Right.
his kids was cool on school. So
Right.
that next that church said my kids don't go to church.
Right.
He said, look where they be at. In the club, on the scene. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm sorry to tell you, but you gonna bring home a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
He told them this is the first lesson he gave him. You're gonna bring home a hoe. Boy asked him, he said, have you seen? He said, are you, what did he say? I forgot what the exact question was, but LeVar answer was, man, I already brought some of them through the crib. I done already seen some of them.
Right,
dog.
I done already seen some of what they did.
This theory has already proven itself to be true. Like,
and you know, that's politically incorrect to say too about LeVar, but once again, he's not wrong.
he's not, dog.
But yeah, shout out to LiAngelo Ball. He's having a baby with Miss Nikki Baby.
Miss Nikki Baby.
And I'm not saying Miss Nikki Baby is a hoe. It's just LiAngelo Ball linking up with Miss Nikki Baby. It just wasn't on the 2023 bingo card. Like, it wasn't an option.
This is on that free spot. This is
It's
bingo.
the wild card.
This is definitely
Exactly. It's the wild. It's definitely the free spot.
The joint you could put anything on there.
Right.
This is exactly that, dog.
Because this is
for sure anything.
This
dog.
was so out of left field. I think I read that she's 34. He's
He
20, 26 or something like that. That's a crazy. That's a. I mean, it's not a crazy, you know, but it's just so random.
I just be wanting to know.
It's just like, you know, I mean,
How do this happen? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
you know, I gotta cue up the Drizzy, the God's plan. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is?
It's just God's plan, I guess.
I
you
don't
know what I mean?
understand, yo. Like,
You know,
to be 26 and to be in the 34-year-olds world is like, what are your moves like? What are you doing?
it's the Marcus Jordan effect. I don't know. Like, what is it? I don't.
This generation is like doing the reverse of everything. Like, I could have sworn that it was like, you know what I mean? From a couple years ago, I could have, or even like when we be talking and shit, like the at least, and because I don't have money. I don't have. I got money, but I'm not rich. I'm not well off like
Right.
these people are.
Right.
And not 9 times out of 10, but in the past we've spoke and we talked about how a lot of these men with money, they prefer younger women.
Right.
So this generation just flips all narratives, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna wear the ski mask in the summer, like
For
all
sure.
year, all year round. Like,
all
you know what I'm
year
saying?
round. It's
actually-
season.
It's actually
all
not
season.
YBOD. Like, it's actually not. It's actually the opposite. Like, we actually want them seasoned.
Yeah.
Seasoned on TV seasoned. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I hear you, man. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I don't know. I can't call it, man. It's just that's just a wild Hollywood pairing. You know what I mean? They didn't see it coming, man. Shout out to them. They had people. They had a people exclusive.
Right.
Like I didn't
Right.
know people was checking for either one of them prior to this. But
He
okay.
started out the year like trying to get on the Hornets. Like this is how you.
Okay.
This is how you. This is.
It don't end anything, but it's just for you.
I'm saying it's how you ended the season. This how like I thought you would be a little bit like you know what I'm saying
closer
like,
to getting on the court. Than,
yeah. You. What I'm
Open
trying to
up
say is if this is the outcome, it feels like you let them hoop dreams go at some point during this season. I think it's over. Or you think it's? I mean,
yeah. I mean, we don't know though.
I know.
I feel you.
I'm like LeVar. Like LeVar Ball just said, look at where they go. Where does Jello go that he's rubbing shoulders with Miss Nikki, baby?
The club, clearly a club or something like you know what I mean. Kickbacks, whatever.
Kickbacks.
What he's in the mix, like, cause he's not working on his craft. What is his craft? It's not basketball. LeVar Ball told you that he
Fucking
wasn't
up.
going.
That's what his craft. He is the fuck up son, dog.
Man.
He goes to China and steals. You know what I'm saying? And he
It's me. I'm niggas.
exactly. And he's obviously the kid that fulfilled fucking LeVar's prophecy. Is his you
He
mean?
said he was the one who wasn't gonna make it. He told you. He said he knew his son.
He's fulfilling all of LeVar's prophecies. He didn't make it. Brought a hoe home. Allegedly.
Right, allegedly, respectfully.
Allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
man.
Jello was out here fucking up, dog.
Oh man. So this is kind of like Eating with Ease-esque. The Moneybag Yo restaurant.
Yeah, man. People were none too happy about that shit.
There was a little bit of there was a loud minority with complaints for the $100 what is it, tomahawk.
Yeah.
It was like 100, 120. I'm like, I mean, that's what the tomahawk goes for at the restaurant. Like
I
we
think
can't.
it was $100 tomahawk. It was like 3 lobster tails for 63.
It was like it was actually fair. I understand it, and down south is probably a little bit. The dollar probably go a little bit farther, possibly. Like, is that it? I think gas is cheaper. You know, shit is more spread out, so gas
everything
be,
feel like I don't.
and housing is cheaper.
Yeah, for sure. But not the shit for this conversation that we tried. That we
Right,
talking about.
like fine dining prices is kind of across the board. I don't think you could go to the what's the joint up here that had what was it?
Steak 48.
Steak 48. The Charlotte Steak 48.
Yeah, like that
It's
should be
not-
market price.
it's
Yeah,
not
it should be
that
market
different.
price. Yeah.
It's not that, but yeah, the market can be different though. When you talking market price though,
True.
when you closer to the source, it's cheaper than, you know what I mean?
No,
Like if you go to the main for the lobster, you know what I mean? It might be a couple points off
right.
versus the fresh caught Maine lobster in NY.
The fresh caught Maine lobster in NY.
It's
sick. Fresh out the Hudson.
fresh off the drop ship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gotta pay for that gas.
Right. But yeah, motherfuckers was complaining like about the prices of Moneybag Yo's restaurant. So like you said, we brought up Steak 48. For those of you who don't know, if I feel like it is a steakhouse. It's a fine dining steakhouse.
Right.
It looks like you
And
said,
that's what it
tomahawk.
sound like.
You mean
Right.
surf and turf, all that cool
Right.
shit. Go ahead.
But it sounded like that's what Moneybag Yo was trying to bring.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And his boy name is Moneybag Yo.
Right.
Like, we get into the money. He should be getting to the money. So it's like complaining about the price points to Moneybag Yo is like redundant. Like, you know, it's like the $1 Million Man. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're like, yo, he gonna give you no breaks. Like,
But what it is, and I always try to get I don't think people are entirely wrong for their sentiment. I just don't think that they don't know how to articulate it, man. But it is something to be said for people that we basically make. You know, like we make these people, yo. When we go and when they upload their music or when they start from whatever humble beginnings that they're at, the support that we have, the retweeting, the captions, the all of that, the putting we make people. And I get how they feel a little betrayed when those people get made and they go off and do things like this.
Right.
It's almost a feeling of abandonment. It's almost a feeling of damn, he don't fight. He better than us now. He think he better than us now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People will be thinking like that's like the I was just looking at a video today when they was talking about how Chinese Asian stores were redlined in white neighborhoods. And the reason being is because it's obvious. White people don't want Asian people in their neighborhood selling shit. You can't come in here and sell shit to us and then take our money out of our neighborhood. We're not letting that go down. But we don't look at shit like that.
Right.
So when we make and adversely, when we make somebody like a money bag, yo, we really feel like, and he does that, we really feel like that's like that commodity, himself is the commodity, like not the money. Because who get like we probably not going like you said, we can't afford, a lot of us by and large can't afford that for that plate anyway.
Right.
But we feel like that commodity that was ours, we feel like we just lost that when they start doing stuff like that.
Right.
Because it's like, well, damn, if he gonna have a steakhouse, but man, he probably not into this. He probably too rich for us. He don't fuck with us no more. He changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like that. I don't think people are entirely wrong for that feeling.
Right. I just, when we think about what the restaurant was like, he wasn't opening a chicken shack or anything like that. It sounded like it's a legit type, fine dining restaurant. When I think of that, he's trying to get into that lane. Those are the prices. So
no facts. But that's what I'm saying too. It's like,
I'm not gonna bash him for getting into the lane. And
no,
you know
I'm
what
not.
I mean?
I'm
you gotta
not,
bash that whole lane. Like if you're not of that, I get what you're saying though. His money back, he should be trying.
I'm not saying, I didn't say he should be doing anything. I think that
the sentiment is if you come from our community and you want to do business, you should be trying to do business back in our community, and that's not the business of the commonplace person.
For the reason I just said though, like I don't want to just, like you say it so casually. Like I just said, when the Asians come in here and we go buy a Ford, like that money is,
I got that
money leave. I know you do.
Right.
I know you do.
Right.
But we on the microphone talking to a bunch of other motherfuckers who might not. That's,
no doubt.
That's why they in front of us.
No doubt.
I mean, so I be wanting to stay on shit like this to explain it. Like when we go to buy a Chinese food platter, like that money never, ever, ever, never coming back.
Right.
And then we go out and we look at our neighborhoods and it's fucking trash riddle all on a lot of these fucking inner city blocks.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these fucking houses is fucking abandoned. A lot of these fucking streets are fucked up. They don't come. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't even have the leverage or the dollar or the money because it's people are in here siphoning our fucking shit out.
But I think that's also, not to say, I think that's just a part of it's kind of mythology, because who's to say that if it was black business that money is staying in the, like, you could siphon it the same way out if I wanted to. If I don't want to invest in if I just want to do this and just take this and do this, it can be the same thing. That's why you always talk. That's why you always talk down about basically of capitalism, because capitalism is what fuels all of that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If our plan is to be a community first, like I get what you're saying. Anybody
right,
could
it's individuals in our community.
Yeah, but it'd be conversations like this. Like the person who got the idea for a communal idea can't never get it off because it's always somebody undermining them, telling them what it is. Like we can't never see or feel or get sparked by a new idea because we so morbid in thought as a fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's corny to me. Like that's corny to me. Like you just sat there, like you. That's what I'm saying. Like everything that you say so casually is what we already read. We readily run to. We don't allow somebody to introduce a new idea to let it sit on motherfuckers and let them ponder that. Let them see how they feel about it. We automatically come in with the which is our reality, our harsh reality. But that's why we can't get out of it. Because it's like we just was talking off air, like the slavery. It's like, damn. It's like, yeah, man, but what if we was a community? Well, we not destined to be that, and this what the fuck it is. That's the feeling. And people feel that when you say that, like, yeah, I'm not even gonna think about what other homie was talking about. That was just too unrealistic. We is some pieces of shit, and we gonna always be pieces of shit. Like
I get what you're saying. It, like you said, it's just it's some harsh reality, some truth in both sides, but it's an opportunity. It's always gonna be opportunity. But the way that this shit is set up, like this shit is, it's a bunch of individuals, and even some of the individuals in the community, they definitely preach. They preach it and they keep building for themselves. Like,
No, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
But I'm not talking about those. Obviously, are people that's still part of the problem. Like, it almost feel like you say it can never be somebody who preaches it and then follows through. It's like we never give that person the chance to even.
No, I'm not
It's like
saying
it's
they
almost
can't.
like it's almost like we want to be fucked over. It's like we're gluttons. At this
right.
point, we're gluttons for the punishment.
Right.
And that's
We
just
gluttons
that's
for that
always gonna be
punishment,
corny to
right.
me. That's always gonna be corny to me. Like, nah, we pieces of shit. You ain't feeling this yet. It's like I'm already mastered being a piece of shit. I don't want to be nothing else. I already mastered being at the bottom. Like, and it's like it's such a mundane outlook, dog. Like,
All right, so real quick, while we on the community, I just saw a clip from Oprah with some type of like community based, like it was like a Zoom meeting basically with some brothers. Did you see this clip? And you saw that clip, right?
a community-based Zoom meeting is sick. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about with these fuck ass black people with money. A community-based Zoom.
I'm just trying to give some type of description for it. This is the PPP JAWN podcast, formerly COVID Chronicles. So Oprah cited the CDC. I just wanted to throw all of that out there before I state this. Oprah cited the CDC and said that it is a myth that black fathers are not active in the community or whatever. Like, and basically the CDC did a study, the disease control organization of the government did a study of black families and found that black fathers are active. So the mythology of single parent mothers is not true per se, especially compared to others.
Right.
You feel like that's a fact if coming from the CDC. You don't feel like it.
I don't think
you don't feel like
not coming from the CDC. Not coming. The fact that the CDC said it does not make me think it's fact. But
don't you have to look at it now? You got to look at it with a different eye.
I'm a father. I've been a father, and there are other statistics besides the like numbers. Men lie, women lie. Numbers deceive, man. Like numbers deceive like a motherfucker. So a lot of these percentages that people come out with, like the father not being in the home or all of these things, is like they don't give where they're pulling the information from or what's the
basically what you're saying is how many people did they ask?
Exactly. And who did you ask? Like who and how many of these who's did you ask?
Right.
And from where? Like
right.
it's a lot that goes into statistics that we just don't get. Once they get that desired number that they get to prove to you whatever it is they're trying to prove, it's like working backwards. Like if I want to prove to you this is like this is green. Like I'm gonna work my way backwards. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
right.
Until I find, you know what I mean, that equation that gives my desired answer. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And that's what they be doing with the statistics. Like it'd be like, 70% of black people don't do this, and then the fine print be like 70% of black people in West Oak Lane. Like, that's not. But they be trying to. They just put it. They generalize it like it's black people everywhere, dog. Like it's like you never know what the fine print or what was the equation that yielded these results is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. So yeah, that's something that I ask all the time when they do the exit polls and when they just doing the count whenever we're doing these elections.
Right.
Because it's like, where are y'all getting your numbers from? Like, what is this factual numbers or are y'all just giving me what you feel like? And then it's like, and all that really matter is where these electoral votes go anyway. So cut the shit.
Cut the shit, man.
But that's on the higher level. But I was just talking about the CDC giving me them numbers. Now I got to question everything. And it's like, they might only pulled 100 people. You know what I mean? And it's just like, they might have pulled 100 families. You know what I mean? Right. You don't know what the numbers is. You can dig deeper and try to find it, but Oprah citing this like they did this was the Census Bureau.
Right.
the motherfucking Census Bureau.
The motherfucking Census Bureau.
You know what I mean? So, I don't
Smoking
know.
in your burrow. The Census Bureau.
But yeah, man, you gotta we're gonna skip over P Fashion 4. He had to build it. I don't know if he gonna pop out for that, Joe.
I don't know if he gonna pop
But
out.
we could do it. We could touch on some 444 real quick, you know what I mean? Cause the Sixers are on pace.
Yeah, we definitely brought that broom out this year. Swept the Brooklyn Nets in 4 games, 4 up, 4 down. I feel like we were the first team to punch our ticket to the next round.
I wanted to, like, I saw Sixers fans on the timeline talking. I'm just like, yo, I don't know any Brooklyn Nets fans. I don't know a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Yeah, not even in Brooklyn. Not even in Brooklyn, dog. Like this,
They all bing bonging, like, yeah. Yo, people was upset. It's pretty clear to me. It's a way longer drought with the Knicks, but the Knicks fandom is the Cowboys equivalent. It's the NBA. Like, even though they want to say, but Lakers win too much for the Cowboys now. Like, they surpass. You know what I mean? Like, it's been more winning, so like it's substantiated to a better level than what the Cowboys. Like, yeah, maybe in the 90s, because the Lakers didn't win in the 90s.
I think it's more Madison Square Garden than they get to play there, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
They
a
be
super
trying to
thorough
call it-
arena. It's a
like,
super
they be-
thorough arena. It's dope.
They be trying to call it the Mecca of basketball.
They call it the Mecca. They get
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
because when the Knicks are popping, you see, like, it's a different energy. It's a different level, but it's not like the Cowboys, because the Cowboys fans are nationwide. That's why the Cowboys are disgusting. Because the fandom is like, any given city, you could have a Cowboys crowd. But the Knicks is really only NY, and maybe
Right.
wherever your NY transplants are now.
and that's why I was about to say
So
why
it's
the Knicks
NY
don't really bother me. Knicks fans don't really bother me that much.
I feel you. But
It's-
yeah, no, it's Stephen A. Stephen A talks so heavy about the Cowboys, but he is a Cowboys analyst. He
Right.
turns into that for the Knicks.
Right.
So that's why I think he get to carry the brunt. But everybody just thinks the NBA is more lit when NY is buzzing. You know what I
They
mean?
closed
'Cause-
down 7th Street today, dog. When they only up, they ain't even winning the series.
Right.
They up 3-1.
Right.
And
Right.
and they closed the fucking street down today, dog.
I-
Them niggas is crazy.
I told you, shout out to my man M.A. He ain't sent us a text about hoops since it was Stay Mellow and then why.
Shout out to MA, man.
He talking if chip talk already. I was just like, okay.
And May took us to the fucking Jets game and set us in a season ticket holder section. And we was in there acting crazy, dog. That Jets shit did not last past the first quarter, dog. They
It was quiet for
They
that.
was so salty.
Yeah, after the half, they was cool.
Yeah, but shout out to the Knicks,
Good
man.
job, my brother. We rocking with you.
I agree with OGEs. The league, the atmosphere definitely is better when the Knicks are winning. I mean, it's lit. I think the NBA playoffs, they've been good so far. There's been a lot of bullshit happening, man. What's up with all of these nutcrackers, dog? Like, the nutcracker has come to prominence in NBA games in the last 7 days.
I mean, because that's the highest level of altercation you can give. It's like, I guess it's the low-hanging fruit that just stick, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else they looking for. Like, you can't give out the Draymond Jordan pool on the inbounds. You know what I mean? You can't do that.
The low hanging fruit is crazy, dog. That is crazy that's what you wanted to say in reference to that. This nigga's crazy.
This is a sick Negro.
You had that devious look on your face. You got all close to like, well, pause, but
This is a sick Negro.
all right, I'm done. I'm done.
All right, man.
NBA playoffs, dog. NBA playoffs. But no, it's been pretty cool. They have been. I think the refs are taking over. Like they gotta relax. A lot of these Jones are not flagrant twos. The Draymond.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Draymond and Embiid shit, y'all gotta pick a side, bro. Y'all gotta pick a side. Like
you
y'all
can't
said,
let one be
yeah,
one
y'all-
way and it's not the other
they
way.
clearly said Joel Embiid didn't get a flagrant foul because he was provoked first and then he reacted. So what did Draymond do?
He was provoked, but his reaction was so much stronger than the provoking. It trumped the provoking.
So was Embiid's. He just missed his target.
Right. That's a part of it. Missing is a part of.
That's crazy.
You can't get it off intent. You can't. You ran up on me with your hand behind you, but somebody blocked it. You're not gonna get 30 games.
I just don't like the inconsistency in NBA rep because nobody came to see y'all.
Yeah, nah.
And that's what really got me annoyed. Is like not only did that happen, but it's been like something every game since. Y'all found it like every night. I'm gonna say every game, every night since. And at least one of these games, y'all found a way to make this controversial flagrant 1, flagrant 2 call to really change the outcome of the game. Like that shit that happened to Brian, dog. Like if I have to jab the ball near my crotch paws. So if a nigga reach to try to get the ball and it move, it don't go from he was trying to. You can't change it from he was trying to steal the ball. He was trying to hit him in the nuts.
Right.
Like nobody attempts to do that. I'm gonna be completely fucking honest with you, dog. Like nobody attempts to do that.
I mean, yeah.
To the ball handler. Like nobody's that crazy.
Right.
I get it. On the baseline, on the screen, back turn where we real close and you trying to get some separation. Yeah.
Right.
Nobody got the balls to nut check the ball handler, dog.
Right.
The camera's on them. Everybody in the arena's looking. How the fuck can you sneak that? Like, the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, dog. But that's Harden got ejected on some shit like that. His joint wasn't even.
Like you said, the refs' fingerprints on all this shit is annoying.
We got to get off of this because the things we saying is nasty. We saying some nasty shit.
So speaking of nasty, did you see these NFL players still making parlays? They still want to be me and P so bad.
With the NFL uniforms on, dog.
They doing it at work. Like they can't help themselves. They like, yo,
they stupid. And it's like I could have sworn
it's payday, dog. And guess what? I'm about to double my check.
A wise man from the PPP John once said, dog, why don't you just let your man place the bet?
Why don't you? Why aren't you just making a phone call to your man? Like, why aren't you cash apping your man $10K and he's running your
plays? Yeah, like they said that. Yeah,
$10K a day, whatever you into. Right. I don't know, but just let him do it.
So what we know now is that
why are you not sending? Like somebody said, why are you not sending him to gambling boot camp?
Right.
If that's what you really into.
So if you got FanDuel on your phone or whatever it is, DraftKings, and you happen to go into a jurisdiction where gambling is illegal, you won't be able to place a bet from your phone there.
Right.
So if they got that technology,
why can't they make the facilities a jurisdiction where you can't gamble?
Oh,
is that what you was gonna say?
No, I'm gonna say they not worried about the big. They want your dumb ass to do something because they already got your phone. They can tell when it's you.
Right.
That's basically what they said in the article I was reading.
Of course.
These niggas is dumb. That's why I'm big up in you. Like you said, why is your man not running all of these plays? Why do you need to grab your phone, sit down and thumb through this shit and you do it like why?
Because I just had a feeling Brian gonna have 38 assists and 8 boards.
These impulse Johns, this wasn't even a case built John. This was look at this dickhead. He did it last night and last night only. And he just.
But it's at the facility. I feel like they're doing this shit. And some of them dudes is doing it. Or whatchamacallit said Lamar not playing the rest of the season. Yo, I'ma just take the Ravens unders the rest of the way. Yo, you doing it right now? Yeah, man.
You doing it right now?
We ain't even get out. Practice ain't even over yet. You can't wait till you get to the wheel. Right. I'm gonna do it when I get in the parking lot. You right? I'm gonna do it in the parking lot. You're right. I shouldn't do it right now. I'm gonna do it in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yo, this nation is creating monsters and millions of degenerate gamblers.
Degenerate gambling is at an all-time high.
It's at an all-time high, man.
All-time high because you could just do it in whatever increment you want, whatever your increment levels is, you could bet 10 cents every day.
And you know what's funny? I feel like Calvin really just had his a press conference to welcome him to the team this week. He literally just
I think
had
it was
that
the
this
same
week.
day, honestly. But yeah, probably.
That's crazy, dog.
You said you ain't watched Snowfall, man. I just want to shout out.
End of an era.
It was a really good show, man. I mean, I guess it'll be better for you now. You can watch without the commercials. You won't tap in because it aired with commercials.
That joint ass, bro.
It wasn't ass though.
It's ass, bro.
If it was ass, I would tell you. I wouldn't have stayed around. Like
You don't
that.
have to tell me. I started watching it in the first season, and I seen where this was going. This is ass. It don't. What do the girls say? Oh, it's giving me all of the feels. It gave me none of the fucking feels. None. None. The acting's bad. When I look at it, what I physically look at, it looks like an extended fucking TV show. I mean, an extended sitcom that's just going on too long. It doesn't have any of the feels. It doesn't like I can really break this shit down. I'm not trying to be.
I hear you. I hear everything you're saying.
I'm a
man.
fucking show watcher. This is what I do. I watch series, especially the ones on drugs. This show it never did it for me. It never did it for me.
All right, man. Well,
Camera angles. How do you want to break this show down? Macho Man defending his belt every week. How do you want to break this down? I will say that, and I did.
John Singleton, man. I think he was doing a good job, but I think it closed out well, man. It was a good show for me. Like it was one of them. It was one of them ones to me. Like,
Nah. Rest in peace, John Singleton. And if I gotta be honest, then just like Kobe, just like LeBron, just like Jay-Z, just like every great, I'm fucking judging John Singleton, or I'm comparing John Singleton to fucking John Singleton. That shit's ass.
Okay.
As far as John Singleton goes, that's ass.
Okay. All right. So I mean, that's our time for it.
But what I will say though is that because I tweeted this, but I was trying to say it before you baited me back in to keep saying that this show was good and shit. Shit was ass. But that last scene, was one of the most realistic ideas. I did see people arguing about it, saying that they wish it could have ended better. Our culture got a real fucking infatuation with the bandit, dog. Like,
right.
They can't really. They so much so they don't know when something really realistic.
Right.
Like they were saying, how the fuck Franklin ended up? I'm like, and I'm just seeing people break it down. Like, bro, this bull was a selfish, ruthless drug dealer, dog, that manipulated people. Like karma is real. Like this is how the story of the Kingpin mostly end. This is how most of them end up, or behind bars or dead. Right. This is actually the best that you can end up being the Kingpin. Still alive and just, you know what I'm saying? Not in jail. You're not dead or you're not in jail.
It's not the best, obviously, but
I mean, considering jail or death,
right?
I mean, of those three things.
Okay.
Jail, death, or jail, death, or 180. I think 180 out of those three things, the 180 is.
It depends on the sentence. A lot of niggas would take that jail.
True. But I will say that was realistic. Watching him go through that shit and that fall off, that was realistic, and that was the best acting that I seen Damson Idris ever do.
I hear you, and that last episode, he hopped in a whole nother bag.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Just to close out real quick, though, I will say it was realistic, but it wasn't realistic for his character for me, because if he was down that bad, to me, it's a callback to what we was talking about before. But I guess, like you said, he felt like he was free. But I don't know. To me, I felt like if he was that much of a hustler, people were talking about if he had a hustle, a lot of people say if you lose it, you could get it back. He just didn't have any more drive for anything, and that was weird to me. But I don't understand. But losing $78 million,
that's the fall off, bro. Like,
is a crazy fall off, dog. It's unheard of.
And people can talk and say
it's an unprecedented amount of fall off.
Yeah, right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what did you lose and get it all back? I don't think it was $78 million, because if you come a fall off like that, I feel like the climb back to $78 million is so daunting. you end up like Main Man was.
Right, it's not even a climb back to that. It's just to stay afloat.
Nah, if you lost 100K and climb back, I ain't saying that was, but I can see.
It's
you know what I mean?
way more doable. Way shorter amount
like,
of time.
did you see how he was? What he was going? Like how? Like I said, I watched the whole last episode, so it shows you between. I mean, he was trying to get the bread from Teddy. His mom did what she did. Then he went to his mom. His mom ignored him. Like you can see, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then he went and found Peaches. You know what I'm saying? And Peachy fucking killed Peaches and shit. They was, you know what I'm saying? And
Peaches stole $5 million from him. He only had
12 bands.
racks.
He had 12 bands in that case.
That's a crazy situation.
Right.
Like, it was a big safe. Like, I mean,
right.
Where was he? In San Jose? It might have been a $800,000 crib. He could have paid for cash or something, but he probably was just renting.
He wasn't. They said he was 20 miles away. They said he was 20 miles away. He couldn't find this nigga for 4 seasons, and he was 20 miles away, dog. But this shit was great. This is the great show you love, man.
Because he wasn't. He had other things to actively search for. 20 miles is in the 80s is. We know we know that's a world. You could have 2 families in the same city.
I know that's the nasty conversation that the timeline went into. This is the perfect time for niggas to talk about how 2 families used to be able to get off. We going like that's the only argument I seen to explain how close. I didn't see nobody else do anything else. Not a marathon, not a bike ride, not a relative who you don't have to go drive to go see.
This is a sick Negro.
Right, niggas went right to that. That's all they know.
No, you know in the 80s, because you know back then.
Because they know.
Yeah. It's like
because they know, because they come from that. They come from those families. People had no families like that. Like we're 80s babies who know,
right?
We know niggas who got brothers the same age as them.
The situations that flip niggas switch to give it up is crazy to me, dog. Like,
but yeah, man, I will finally close it out. You don't think Snowfall was a good show? I'm sure a lot of people listen to the show. Comment, listen, like, subscribe, comment. The PPP JAWN podcast, Press Coast, Uptown Tone, OGEs. You know what I'm saying? The polls is about to be opened up. May 14th is the day.
16th.
May 16th.
Mm-hmm.
We voting for Isaiah Thomas over here.
You already know what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I've been getting texts. They've been telling me I need to vote for this, that, and the third
hey,
at
Zeke,
large.
I need one of them lawn signs, baby. What's good, baby? I need some lawn signs, baby.
Isaiah Thomas. But that's all for us tonight, man. Today. You know what I mean? We didn't talk no 420. I was going to talk about 420. It ain't the same no more, man.
It's not, yo.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Maul Pop. Ain't Maul Pop birthday 420.
Yup, Uncle Steve's birthday is definitely 420, man.
So, yeah, man. That's all I got, man. We gonna take it on to the we might take it to some OT. We might give him a little OT if you want. If P want to, I don't know. We could do some OT, but we going to take it off the YouTube, man.
That's cool, man. Check for it on our Patreon whenever we get it. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. Yo, we out of here. Me and Easy is fucking bullshit, man. Listen, like, follow, subscribe on Uptown Worldwide, YouTube, the PPPJAWN.shop. What up, guys?
Peace.